Hi everyone. In today's lesson, you're going to learn about denotation and connotation. Let's see what denotation is. Denotation is the textbook definition of something. It's what something actually is. So I have two images here. This one is a white flag. So the denotation of this image is a white flag. And this one is a black flag with a skull and two crossbones on it. So the denotation of this image is a black flag with a skull and two crossbones on it. Connotation, on the other hand, is the implied meaning of something. It's kind of like a symbolic meaning, what it means to you, what it symbolizes. And it's all the feelings that are associated to the image or whatever you're talking about, the thing or a word. So in this case, yes, we know that the denotation of this first image is a white flag. But what are the implied meanings? What are the meanings behind its textbook definition? Well, a white flag actually stands for peace and surrender. So the connotations of the white flag are these, and possibly more that I can't think of right now, but maybe you can. And the connotations of this flag, so the implied meaning or the symbolic meaning or the feelings associated to this image are pirates and theft and maybe fear or danger and maybe even death. Okay? Well, let's see some color connotations, because colors have a bunch of connotations and I have two of them here. White, so the denotation of the color white is the color white, and the denotation of the color green is the color green. Now the connotations I have listed over here, and there are more. So let's look at white. Look at all of these. Cleanness, weightlessness, heaven, God, air, minimalism, and there's a bunch more. And then we've got green. We've got everything that's natural, nature, natural things. We've got health and healthy things, organic stuff, okay? But look, health and feeling sick, they are opposite. So they carry opposite meanings, right? They're opposite things. And yes, that can happen. So the connotation of the same thing can be two opposing things. And that's why you've got the little emoji with the green face. And it's very interesting that in English, the color of envy is also green. I don't know about other languages, but I know that in some it's another color. I mean, I don't know about all languages, but in some languages it's another color, such as yellow. In English, you go green with envy. Okay, let's see color connotations in marketing. Well, people who advertise put a great deal of effort into choosing the colors that will make consumers feel in a specific way. And if you look at these logos, you can see that all of them are a shade of green. And if you look at the words, you will see how the word is linked with the color. We said that the connotations of green are nature and health, and look at the words. We've got vegan, organic, premium, raw, gluten-free, and of course we have eco-friendly. Because if you go green, if you want to go green, you will have to make eco-friendly choices. Okay. And it suggests, it's the word premium, of course you'll buy it because you want to be healthy. So they use premium and organic because it makes you feel like you're doing something good for yourself or for the environment. This iPad ad is basically white. Now the name of this iPad is iPad Air. Why is that? Because one of the connotations of the color white, if you remember well from the other side, the previous slide, was weightlessness, right? So it's iPad Air, it has no weight, it's so light, and the slogan says the power of lightness. Lightness is basically weightlessness, almost. And white is also the color of simplicity. So one of the connotations of the color white is simplicity, and of course it is said that Apple products are easy to use, so they are simple to use. Words also have connotations, which is why you have to choose your words very carefully. I've got 3 words here. The first one is spinster. The denotation of the word spinster, which is a noun, by the way, is a woman who does not get married at an age when everyone expects her to. It's not a word that is in fashion today. Why it's not is because of the connotation. Because it suggests a woman who isn't good or pretty enough to find a husband. So basically an undesirable woman. So if you call someone a spinster, not only will you sound very old-fashioned, but you will offend that lady because it's an offensive word. There was a time when ladies who didn't get married were called bachelorettes, but nowadays we simply call them single because it's a gender neutral word. Anyone can be called single and it doesn't have any positive or negative connotations. The next word is the verb discipline, and the denotation is the practice of training people to obey rules. It's got both positive and negative connotations. We're going to look at the negative ones first in red. Punishment, too much control, harshness, strictness. One might think of school or the army. The positive connotations are to have control over one's negative traits, overcoming weaknesses, for example, and bad behavior or habits. Okay? The last one is the noun home, and the denotation of it is the place where one lives. The connotations are all positive: safety, household, family, permanence. I have a task for you. So you will have to choose which word goes into which gap. Whether you need a positive, neutral, or negative connotation of a word is suggested by the sentence. So read it. I suggest you stop the video, do the exercise, because I will reveal the answers in 3, 2, and 1. Ta-da! And I bet you got them all right. That's because now you know what connotation and denotation is. So thank you very much for your attention. Goodbye.